Hi!
I'm Amy.
And I'm Joe.
And we're the Rolling Rogans.
Whoa!
The first episode always sucks.
It doesn't suck. It just means you start.
That's true.
Just start.
Just gotta start somewhere. So...
Can you tell, what happened?
So, welcome to the Rolling Rogans.
Hi!
Art of Aging.
Rolling Rogans. Art of Aging.
We're aging.
We are aging.
We are aging.
I match the fuzzy on this microphone. Not good.
Why?
Well, because the last year was difficult.
Yeah.
And it felt like I aged 5 years in 1 year because of the caregiving aspect world that we have introduced ourselves to.
I think we got thrown into it full force with chaos.
Pretty much.
You put it so nicely saying introduced.
Yeah, so that's basically explaining the 3 segments so listeners know what to expect for the episode. It's in her notes.
I have notes.
How did we get here?
How did we get here is the first segment.
You may ask yourself, how did I get here? With a beautiful wife. See, I complimented.
Oh, thank you.
And a really cranky mother that is dark on the inside and the outside. And every step that she takes, you see the ground just fall.
Is that how you feel today? Yeah. Well, that's one of the things we're going to be talking about throughout this podcast is our personal experiences with our caregiving, right?
Yes.
For our parents, mostly both of our mothers.
Yep. And we got here because my mom's husband died.
And we will definitely dive into that into a separate episode.
Yes.
But who are we, honey?
We are
The
Rolling Rogans! In the art of aging.
And how old are we?
You're older than me.
I'm the cougar for the next month, right?
You're 48. And I'm catching up. I'm 47. I've never been with a 48-old woman before.
And I'm glad that I have the confidence and the strength that you just called me old.
Oh.
And I'm not offended by that.
Oops. Age is just a number. Old is a number. I'm old.
It's all mindset, right?
Yeah, because everybody tries to run away from that. Yeah. Everybody tries to even, make it PC or something. Mm-hmm. You can't call people old. I'm older than a 20-year-old.
Yep.
A 10-year-old is younger than a 20-year-old, so the 20-year-old is older. What?
So, do you think maybe being old did you gain wisdom or not?
Yeah, it's
that's
wisdom,
more the mindset.
It's wine, it's age, it's experience. And that makes the flavor even more enhanced, in a way that is fine-tuned from all the different obstacles and everything challenges that you had to overcome.
And with us being surrounded by old people now.
A lot of old people.
A lot of people.
You may find in the background that there's just a person just walking by, old people. We live property with old people.
We'll definitely be explaining a lot more of how that came to be. But we have been together, a little more backstory. Kind of like our book. A little backstory of we've been together for 29 years.
Yes.
We met in college.
Yeah.
When we were 18.
Yeah.
We felt like
we've come a long way.
We looked like we were playing dress up at our wedding, wouldn't we?
We'll have to show some of those pictures. Well, you made your whole wedding party.
Yes.
Your bridesmaids.
I have a degree in fashion design, and I worked in the fashion industry for 20 years. For places like Disney and QVC. And
I just drew stuff.
You gave up your career in animation to take care of me when I was sick.
And that's where that comes from, too, because I didn't realize that. And there was someone that helped me along with that answer that I've been caregiving all my life, to be honest. And it's because of the health challenges that you faced after we got married. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot to stay together in a relationship.
And you just heard somebody say that to you, last week.
Yes. Yes. Should we name drop or Shell?
Yes, we're hoping to have her on as an interview.
It's really, really cool. It's eye-opening and it's a great perspective because she's part of this program called Savvy Caregivers. Mm-hmm. And we just took the course. So we kind of understand, because we were thrown into it and now we're just kind of playing catch-up with all the research. That's how we do things.
But we just had our 25th wedding anniversary. About, a month ago? A little over a month ago?
Yeah.
And you never thought of yourself as my caregiver, huh?
No, this whole time. It just never occurred to me.
I've been independent, but I've had 5 surgeries. I've had invisible illnesses. That's all you've known from me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm better than others.
It can drain me emotionally and physically.
Yeah. So
and I've got my outlets.
So you've kind of, in a way, unfortunately, been prepared for caregiving your mother. And
yay!
Yes. But life experiences, that's what all of this, that's what I like to think of the art of aging. And then why we're talking about this is because we've had some crazy life experiences.
Right.
Gone through so much together. And we kind of got forced into adapting to life and being resilient. But then we started embracing it with our van life. And I'm pointing to the van because it's sitting right there.
Stationary.
Yeah, it's been stationary for about the last year. From 2019 to end of 2024, we traveled in that full time. We sold everything. That was all we owned.
Lived the minimal life.
Yes, which was amazing.
And now we have a property.
With so much stuff to do.
Because that is the trade-off. I get to see a beautiful lake in my backyard every morning. We live on a private lake, and it's very peaceful. Having my cup of coffee, just kind of, it's like my personal, helps me take care of myself.
Well, and I think we've learned that through our 5 years of traveling in the van, that we never really kept a physical list of what we wanted when we knew we weren't going to travel forever.
No. We're looking for a place, like a home base.
Right. And so one of the main requirements was having water. And as we'll explain more in future episodes, how this waterfront property came to be. And definitely we weren't quite ready for it. But when opportunity presents itself...
universe, God, or George Lucas, the Force is going to tell you need to take it.
Well, and that was one of the things that we learned on our travels is we're always in the right place at the right time. Take advantage of the opportunities when we see it. So we go with the flow. We just roll with it, right?
We roll with it.
But we also have a direction. We kind of see what we want in our life. We have priorities, right?
Yeah, we're used to being thrown into things and situations and then figuring out, sink or swim. And through a lot of the obstacles that we have in the past, we're able to pick ourselves off, pick ourselves up, and keep moving. And that's how we roll with it. We're the rolling Rogans. And it's just also like the next chapter that we're writing in our book, because it's all this going from the first pages of how we talked earlier about meeting at college and trying to hold jobs and where's life going. It's like, that's great. Those were fun chapters that we wrote. It's not something that I have regrets for. It's something that I embrace because it's who I am today. Hopefully you feel the same way.
Yeah, definitely.
And so that's...
I want to pause for a second. What you just said, you don't have regrets, right?
Right. No regrets. Know what I'm saying? No regrets.
So one thing you'll start seeing and hearing is Joe likes to do movie quotes, and sometimes I get one in there too. So so maybe we should make a little contest or something to see if people can figure out what the movie quotes are if they catch them.
Yeah.
Or we just laugh and have fun because it's our own little world. Oh man, you sidetracked me now though. Oh, no regrets. So what we are seeing with older people and as people are aging, especially with your mom, is she's got regrets.
A lot of regrets.
Didn't do things that she wanted to do. And I'm just using your mom as an example because we're also, we've got both of our dads at different ways that we interact with them. Your dad doesn't really say much to us about how he's feeling, but you have really connected with him on a different level recently too. My parents, who are still married, 56 years I think now, and my mom is having issues, and so I've been supporting my dad long distance because they're in Wisconsin, we're in Florida. So we're seeing different people's perspective as they age, and then also with other friends and family that are here as they get older and older, and if they've had regrets or not, and how that affects the mindset, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't have regrets. Like if we die tomorrow, I'm okay.
I'm just gonna say this, and I'll probably have haters out there, and I'll even probably have my parents hate me, or
that's okay.
even your parents. But
we're gonna be honest.
They failed at living life. That's the honest truth. From being a good ear, listening to what they wanted to do, wish they did, which they still can do, but for some reason they hold themselves trapped in their own reality because they make excuses and put it in front of them. So I'm sorry. That bucket list of things that they said they want to do, they haven't completed them. And so if you haven't completed what you want to do in your bucket list,
what are you waiting for?
That's why you feel old. That's just the truth. So they failed. They failed at living their life.
And we are using this time right now so that we don't get to that point and feel like we failed, right?
And I don't feel that.
We don't feel it now.
The process of things that we've gone through in those 29 years of knowing each other. Like, you know, if I wake up tomorrow and I'm not here, it's not like I didn't get to finish what I wanted to finish.
So you don't feel like you failed.
I don't feel like I failed.
Right. So, but we're also, what I'm trying to get a point across is that we're also using this time as we're caregiving for our parents and other people, that we are paying attention to what they're doing, what they're saying, how they're feeling, and comparing it to our feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of using that as a gauge of, if I don't want to, an example is when we were doing like success, self-awareness, things like that, it says, you know, find somebody that's in the position that you want to be in and pay attention, see what they did.
Yeah, I don't want to be in that position.
I don't want to be in this position.
That's not a position I want to be in.
So what are we doing? And this is what we're going to be talking about on the podcast, is what are we doing to make those adjustments in our lives? And we'll be talking to other people too.
Right.
And what they're, like my brother, he's going through a lot right now of how he feels about seeing how
That's right.
our parents are aging and how he's managing with his kids and things like that.
Because you're old, you're 48, and I'm young, 47.
For another month.
And
another 3 weeks.
We are Generation X, so we're kind of finding a lot of our generation, but we're not excluding other generations. But a majority of people are coming forward, even at earlier ages, in their early 40s, having this situation.
We're getting, people are getting thrown into this sooner and sooner. I even talked to my friend Mika yesterday. Her father, she's 20 years younger than me, but her father is our parents' age.
Right.
Almost. And so she might be thrown into it way sooner than she ever expected to be. But people our age aren't really talking about it. We mentioned Michelle earlier in the caregiving class. Mm-hmm. She said we were the youngest people that she's ever had in the class. So, and I'm hearing more and more people our age are talking about this. And so we just want to create this community, right? And to build therapy for ourselves and talking about this, because this is a very big coping mechanism for ourselves, but also to help other people not feel alone, because caregiver isolation is huge. And the health damages that can happen to caregivers is really big.
Yeah, so, I don't carry banners. I don't say, look what I can do. You know, this is definitely a good medium, and it may be like a good outlet to express the experiences. So it's not like, hey, look at me, follow us, check out our new product, subscribe, smash that button or whatever, because who knows, whatever this is not the intention to I don't know. Maybe it's different for you, but for me, I've always been this way. I never really we're finishing a book too.
You don't like the attention.
Yeah, I just do. I live and I care about the people that are close to me, that I love, and if I can help them, that's what's important. It's just genuine and authentic that way. But what I do love is that I learned something from it. It's not just give an empty glass to help people. I have to pour from a full glass, so I have to take care of myself.
Right.
And there are the benefits of, okay, so here we are. I'm taking care of my mom, and to provide a way that she feels independent still, but she is not independent from what we can see, but she can feel like she can live out her life by having a house instead of being sent into assisted living.
Right.
And the added benefit is it's a beautiful property. It's enough that you can start growing your own food. You can start to build structures on it from our past experience of things that we built our van. But also the lake that we have, it's waterfront property that is just like God's natural filter, really. It's just...
Well, last year we learned, because we were thrown into it so fast, so hard, that we didn't have time to understand the importance of self-care. And now that we've had a little bit more time to build this, the lake is self-care for us.
Right.
We are making sure that we take time. And this podcast is self-care for us. I need to talk about this stuff. I mean, it's free therapy.
Well,
we're going to go through therapy as well.
We talked about before we decided to pull the trigger and say, this is where we're taking our life, because we could have just ditched this whole thing, hit the road again, and see what next adventures happen.
We embraced it.
This was one, and I will even get in how that even secured that. because there's more than just my mom here, but we'll explain that later. It's a beautiful property, and I want to take care of the people that are close to me. I want to have good food that I can grow. I don't have to depend on going to a grocery store all the time.
We've taken the time to learn what's important to us.
Exactly.
Growing our own food, things like that. And everything's shifted.
Yeah.
We were this like big go, getting, success and all this other stuff. And I still have that mindset.
We built this. This is our riches.
Exactly.
Because they're only seeing the view of like
the half of the house that needs to get work done and a little bit of a van front nose.
But right behind us, or to this behind you, is the private lake, and there's a lot of trees. We're in the forest. And I wanted to explain from my perspective, because you said that you never liked this attention. You never really wanted to do this. You live it. We've tried doing TV show, YouTube channel, things like that for our van. Yeah. But it was always so much effort. We just wanted to enjoy it because the people that we've met on van life and the interactions and the community that we built with that was so much more valuable, and you can never catch that on camera. But for me, 35 years of chronic pains and invisible illnesses and things like that, one of my coping ways is to be able to share my experiences so that other people don't feel alone, they don't have to go through as much as I did. Maybe they can learn something. We're definitely not experts. We are not experts. We've just experienced a lot of different weird stuff. My hope is to arm people with resilience. That's about it, because we're not going to have the answers to everybody's challenges. We won't. And we're going to bring people in that might have an answer for one person, and it might not work for another. But one of the big things for us is this is our coping mechanism. We need to be able to talk. This is our fortress of solitude right now. Yeah, we need to be able to talk about stuff. You and I have conversations too. All of a sudden we just okay, we need to step back, we need to talk, and we need to get through this. And once you get through some of that stuff, then you can go back in and work another day of weird conversations and surprises of parents whatever. Say the darndest things. Yes. Let's just say that. And I do want to mention before we go is we are in that sandwich generation where people are taking care of... A ham and cheese sandwich? Yes, and that will come up later. We'll explain that. But people our age are taking care of parents and taking care of children. Now, that's one thing we don't have. We never had children because of my health issues and different choices that we've made. But we can talk to other people that have had that experience and what they're dealing with. And so we will expand not just our stories, but other people's stories. I'm really hoping to bring on some friends, family, people that are that age. Maybe we can get Harvey to get an interview. He's almost 94, I think, and just get their perspective. I'd like to get that too. We have a lot of friends that are older, and we make friends with everybody, all the ages. So I like seeing different people's perspectives, and so it's not just our stories. We're going to bring other people's stories on as well. I'm still stuck on the ham and cheese sandwich. I look at it the metaphor, because we don't have kids. You have to explain the ham sandwich. Not that part, but what you got to explain is that we don't have the kids. Right. Did you say that? Yes. Okay, so I was thinking about thank you for reiterating. Yeah. I was thinking about the ham sandwich. But the ham and cheese sandwich that we're like that loaf that you got to the end of it with one full slice of bread, and then you just have that one butt. Are you the butt? We're stuck. We're the butt that you put on top of that cheese sandwich, so we're not quite fully sandwiched with the rest of family, of the... I lost the train of thought. I just was stuck on the butt. Yeah. And this is why, this is a perfect example, we'll end it here, of why our logo for this podcast looks like the Looney Tunes, is because you're loony. It's homage. And that's why I love you, because you make me laugh so much. Well, that's cool. I love you too. And that's why we are the Rolling Rogans. Art of Aging. Oh, is that what we're doing? Okay. Join us next time. Trying something different.